Felix Darzie, a fancy young man who has decided to make it every way possible in music. He has had a semblance of success in a couple of places around the country. His aim is to reach the country and then later on the world. It hasn't been easy, but he intends to do it in every way possible. Today, we speak to him on the come up, right? Yeah, John Felix, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Where did you grow up?
Felix was born in Takwa.
Okay.
So we stayed in Takwa for some years. Later moved.
You were fancy that?
Yes.
It's Mukam fancy. Okay.
So,
The Petoa. Okay. Alright.
So from Takwa we came to Obuasi. That's where I went to my GHS. Then later I moved to the SHS, and from SHS that was 2008. After 2008 I moved from
Completed SHS in 2008.
Yes.
That's 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
How old are you? Are you shy of your age?
I'm 60 years.
No, how old are you? Seriously.
I think I'm 60 years.
How old are you? Okay, so let's assume you completed school when you were 18 years old.
Yes.
10 years. 28.
Sorry.
You are 28 years old. Alright, so which school did you attend to SHS?
SHS, SD Secondary School.
That's the choir stage.
Yes.
And then after that?
From there, I moved from
Okay, that is Obuasi.
Yes, I just needed to work.
When you say you moved, where did your parents throw you out?
No, I just moved because I
Why?
Most of the recordings of my demos were done in Kumasi, and I was in Obuasi, so I had to move, and I needed to work too.
So what you're saying is, right after SHS, which is when you're around 18 years old, you moved from house,
Yes.
and you started doing music.
Yeah.
That's 10 years ago.
Yeah. When I was on campus, this SHS were doing this freestyles and those things, recording demos and those things, but after 2008, when I moved, because money was not coming, so I was mostly into featuring, because I didn't have money to even go to the studio.
Okay.
So from there, I needed to work to support. So that was when I moved to Kumasi alone.
And your parents supported the idea that you had to move at that age?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
But I had to move.
So you're more like the proverbial prodigal son. The prodigal son.
Let's say a yes and no.
Have you gone back home since that
Oh
period?
yes, I've been going once every year, every December I go home.
Okay. And how is the response anytime you go
It's
home?
cool because from there I went to the battle for to work. When I got admission to the university, I went home and they paid my school fees, everything.
Okay.
Because they knew I was never doing anything that would ruin my own life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your parents trusted you enough to
A lot.
let you live your life
A lot.
when you left the house.
A lot.
So after leaving the house, what was life like for you?
It was being on the streets, begging people to sleep.
That's what you're doing.
Yes.
You're begging people you didn't know.
Yeah, like my SHS mates, they were living with their parents. So you have to go beg them, tell them some lies, so they were lying to maybe beg them.
What was the most common lie you told them? Okay, and you ended up staying for like 3 weeks, 1 month,
2 months, yeah.
and then they will throw you out.
No, not necessarily, but
Yeah.
you know, you wouldn't feel comfortable.
Okay.
So from there, we were working, so I had
What job were you doing?
I was, you know, I taught. I was a teacher.
Okay.
It wasn't paying at all, so I
Okay.
moved and I was doing this work. In this Sashiro.
Yeah.
I was doing that production.
Okay.
I did it for some time, more than a year. Then I started selling on the streets.
Selling what exactly?
I was selling perfumes, soaps, and those things. Anything that would move. So I just picked them in Kumasi. I sent it to these mining, the small scale mining areas. You know, these Galamsey boys, they buy those things. So from Kumasi, I pack my things. I go to Akotia, knowing nobody there. I come to Kenya, say I go to Takwabuk or so. Everywhere that I think I can get
Was there ever a point in your life where you slept on the streets?
Oh, I've slept in kiosk for a month before.
A whole month?
Yeah. Because when I went to Akwetia, I didn't know anybody there, but I learned there was diamond there. So I needed to get some small money, buy something, go and sell, so I get a profit.
That's the definition of real hustle. Okay, so whilst all of that was happening, were you still doing music?
That was the reason why I was doing this. Because when I'm in the house, I'll eat.
The parents are rich.
Not rich, but no matter what, they can feed me.
Okay.
I can get my place going.
Okay.
But I needed money to do something, not to club or anything, but just to go and pay somebody so I can get the opportunity to record.
Alright, so whilst all of this was happening, what were you doing with the music?
I was still doing the music because that was the only thing that could have made me feel like.
Okay.
So that was the only thing I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about anything.
Okay. And there has been a point in your life where you slept outside?
Yes, several times. I remember when I gained admission at the university, you know, we come from a place where maybe when you get the opportunity to get your school fees paid, you don't ask for a hostel fee. So you have to. So meaning when we were going to school, I just went with a small bag.
Okay.
With something small, like
Which
something
school was it?
University of Development Studies. That was 2010.
UDS?
Yes, UDS. So when we went, we didn't have any place. We didn't know anybody there. We didn't even know where to pick a bus.
So you went to the university without any accommodation?
No.
You just went with your bag and then you were sure that you were going to get a place to stay. And it looks like something that's common in your life. You left home from Wasi to Kumasi without having a place to sleep. Then you moved to UDS without having a place to sleep.
Besides, this shows that if you were to be me, you would have stopped. Something would have maybe stopped you along. Because you said, okay, I have my school fees, but I can't get a place to sleep. So why do I even have to go there? Not knowing anybody, not knowing where to sleep.
Okay.
But I didn't know such things. All what I knew was everything is possible.
Okay. So first year you slept outside the whole first year?
Not the whole first year,
Okay.
honestly. You know, you have to make 1, 2, 3 calls, beg some people for something small. You also have to work. I was still doing this insu thing. So every day I was getting about 20 cedis a day. I just keep it to make sure maybe it adds up to something that I can use it to rent. And others to support from others and colleagues and other things. First semester, the middle of first semester, I got a place to stay.
Okay, and that was a permanent place that you had paid for?
Yes.
All right. Whilst all of this was going on, the music too was still happening?
Was happening. It's even got to a point we were recording. When we started, we were recording at, let's see, this guy, Darzie, Felix. You know, that's where most of these have been coming artists.
You were moving from UDS coming record at Santasi?
Yes, that is where we record. So it came to a point that there were no more recording there. We were working with Lazio Beats,
Kumasi.
Yes, P-Whistle, Kaboom, and
All in Kumasi.
All in Kumasi. Everything was done in Kumasi back then.
How are you doing it? I mean, you are saying you didn't have money.
Yes.
You didn't even have money for accommodation in school.
Yes.
But then you were moving from Tamale to Kumasi every time to record songs.
Sometimes when the song is that good, the engineers don't care much about it, how much you pay.
Okay.
They care about what you will do or what that can do for you.
Okay.
So let's say if by then P-Whistle was charging, that was when he had a banger with Tumpai. So small girl.
You don't know, yeah.
Yes. So he was charging around 300 cedis.
Ghana cedis.
Yes, but if the song is that good, it will go as low as 100 cedis.
And that was when you was at Bantima, the school at Bantima.
Yes.
Okay. So you are recording songs, you're paying for them, you're also in school, but you're not working then.
I was not, but that is why I was doing this in thing. And
whilst you're still in school?
Yes.
Okay.
When we after lectures, when you close and you're going to study, I'll just go and work at the night, get some 30 cedis or 25 cedis. So I can use some to buy my handout, use some to promote my music.
Okay. Now, whilst you're working with all of these big producers, the Kabooms, the P-Whistle, and then Lachu, did you have any breakthrough then?
Yes. When we went to UDS, it was very tough because there were other people there. You know, campus.
Yes, lots of artists. Yeah.
So the first semester, because we had songs but we couldn't release them.
Okay.
So the second semester, we hit them hard with a song and it flew everywhere in Ampawas region, not just the campus.
Okay.
So that was the breakthrough. So from there, that song was co-produced by Kaboom and Weasel.
Okay.
So that was what gave us. We were like I formed a group with another guy, Squared.
Okay.
So we were called Gold Coast. So Gold Coast became the mouthpiece of UDS music.
Okay.
Right from 2011, but 2010 was when the song was released. But the promotion was ongoing, and then we had an opportunity with this guy. First person who gave me my radio exposure was called Embry 2010. Now he owns Magic Radio in Accra.
Okay.
So he gave us the opportunity, and whilst I was going straight from streets, Akwetia, Christia, all what I was doing is aside what was luring people to buy my things were, I just put my things down. I tell you, this is what I do aside selling. So I do my freestyles, get some freestyle battles and those things. So when I got the opportunity on radio, because I was meeting about 15, 20 people, and I was trying to impress them. So I got so many fans on the streets.
Okay.
Then I got the opportunity to sit on the radio.
Okay.
So it was something.
So between 2011 and 2014, you have become a celebrity in the Upper West region.
Should I call it a celebrity? A celebrity is someone who is a star. Like to be a star, you have to shine on, like, let's say if it's this country, you have to shine everywhere. You know, but then, I mean, only your corner.
Well,
so it was doing well.
Okay,
but
the Upper West region became your corner.
Yes,
and you were shining there. Yeah. So you were a celebrity. Were you playing shows?
A lot.
Were you getting paid for the shows?
You know, campus shows were not paying that much.
But you were getting
okay.
How much was the least amount?
2010, we were getting some 50 CDs, 100 CDs, 200 CDs. That was what we were using to record. Sometimes we even play a show and you say, oh, I know this engineer, I've paid for this, so we go and record another song. And it was more than money.
Okay. Whilst you perform, which artist who is currently mainstream or was mainstream did you perform? Some of the artists you shared stages with?
Flo Kingston. The first time I met the Crime was 2012 or 13.
Okay.
We shared the same stage. R2Bs came around. Ziggy, Yakuno, and those guys. We shared the same stage.
Okay. And now, which artists were you recording with back then, or that you knew back then that has blown up now? Strongman, and I think Strongman. Okay, so Strongman, as at that time, wasn't a mainstream artist,
yes.
And now he is.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
It feels like not worth it now.
Okay. But does it not make you want to give up?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It motivates me. It motivates me because it tells me, no, I can do better. And there is hope. Because if these people have gone through it, they've passed through the same hassles with me, and they've made it, I can also make it.
Okay. After university, what did you do?
After university, we started working.
As what?
You know, I'm not here to promote any company.
But you were working?
Yeah, I was working.
You were working as a banker?
Are you saying a banker?
Well, you were working as a banker. I am sure about that. Is it supposed to be a secret?
No, it's not a secret, but I'm not promoting any company.
But you were working as a banker.
I was working
as a banker.
Nah, I was working.
But you had
I've worked with
you had a white collar job.
Yes.
So, how much were you paid?
That I can't put out.
Why did you leave that?
Have I said I've left?
So what do you do now? What do you do now?
I work.
As what?
I work in one of the
Financial institutions.
Financial institutions, yes.
So you left one financial institution, decided to take a break, and then went back to it.
No, I'm still with them.
The same financial institution that you were working with after school.
Yes.
Okay.
After my national service.
Okay. So you never left the financial.
No.
I see. Now, how does that affect your work now as a musician?
It's with financial institutions, you wake up at dawn. You work almost 12 hours every day. So it affects me a lot. But that is the only source of funding to my music. So I have to sacrifice.
Okay.
It's eating me up a lot because it's taking most of my time. My rehearsals, everything, I have to go to at night. Sometimes I need to go to Accra to record, come to Kumasi, come to Sunyani to record, and these things are, so my weekends are very choked and it's affecting me, but I have no other option because that's my only source of, from what I've told you, you have to know that if I get this small opportunity to get money, I'll quickly grab that opportunity, get the money, invest in my music. That is what I'm doing.
So now the plan is look for money, support the music, and leave the financial sector.
I can't say leave, but if the need be, I have to because it's eating up my time. It's taking my time, so I will have to.
Okay. Now you came to Sunyani.
Yes.
2015.
Yes.
Your first single here was another one that featured Crazy Plus.
Yes.
Yes, and then you started getting some attention.
Okay. My first single was Prayer.
Prayer, okay.
Okay. It didn't get.
Nobody heard it.
Few people.
Your friends heard it.
No, that's how we used to do music. So
Yeah.
I wasn't bothered.
Okay.
So from there, we got another one, and another one with my own friend. Friends. I like recording with friends because of finance.
Because you don't have to pay them.
Yes.
Okay.
So we brought another one, and it started. I started gaining some recognition. Then from there, I brought iPhone Saga. iPhone Saga alone gave me about 2 nominations for the recent
Bama Awards.
Then.
Okay. Now, Rosé was a very big song on the streets.
Yes.
You recorded with D Crime.
D Crime.
Do you think that it was because of D Crime that the song people started enjoying the song? Because the idea of putting D Crime on the song was to get his fan base to love you as well. Did it work?
It worked, but I can say it was not the ultimate magic.
Okay.
Because everything was cool on the song. From the production, the arrangement of the song, the beat, everything was cool. So it made people vibe to it.
Okay. Now, Rosé was early this year.
Yes.
And what is next for you as an artist?
Rosé was good. But the question I was asking myself is, could you have imagined Rosé, we shooting a nice video for Rosé, it being played on radio for it to get an international attention or national attention, rather than an original based song?
Did you shoot a video?
No.
Why?
Finance.
Okay.
Funding.
Okay.
To get that standard of video, you needed to put a lot of money in it. And from the streets, it's sometimes difficult.
Okay.
So we couldn't.
You don't have a video director friend?
I have
Since you say you like using friends,
yes.
so you don't pay them.
I have a video director friend, Emmanuel King.
Okay.
And the thing is, he can't do everything by himself because sometimes the clothing, the location, they call something props or what. It all comes.
You have to pay.
You have to pay, and that one I'm not sure. Since he's my friend, he only use money to get.
Okay.
So those things too, when we added everything, we saw that no, where it's going, because we needed the rosé needed the flashy video. You can't do anything normal for rosé. It should meet a certain standard so that it can get the play that you want, the airplay, the TVs can accept it, and with that it needs some funding. So that's why we couldn't shoot it.
How is the response like when you get on stage, especially in BA?
I can only say thank you to Sinyani.
Okay.
That is the only thing. I can't say anything. I can only say thank you. Because the first time I played Rosé, I performed with Rosé, I was like, everybody was singing along, and I didn't know what to do. So the only thing I can say is thank you.
Have you been to a stage where nobody was vibing with what you were doing on stage before in BA here?
I've not seen such.
Okay.
I've not seen such. I don't know whether maybe it's me or the songs, the choice of songs that I perform, or it's just me. I don't know. But I've not seen that. Not just me, everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. You know, we don't perform only here. Kumasi, Accra, everywhere you call us.
I see. Now, are you dating?
Dating? I'm not dating.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't.
Are you married?
I'm not.
Is it because of your work?
No. I sleep on a student's mattress.
Okay.
So will you give your sister to me?
No.
So you need to answer the question.
So the reason why you're not in a relationship because you don't think you have the financial backing for a relationship?
It's one. It comes along with some spending, and you know, no matter what, women will understand you. But you know, when that thing is not there, you don't go and put your burden on a woman, saying for dominating or massive. No, I don't believe in that. And it will make me lose focus because you know the amount that I earn, very small, and 1 year BBR. So if I say I'm using it to cater for somebody's daughter, so you have to.
Okay, so should they decide to list the top 10 artists in BA right now, do you think you'll be in there?
I thought you were saying top 2.
Wow, top 2?
Yes.
So who will be the number 1?
Apart from Coco, I don't see anybody bigger than him.
Okay.
I have to be honest, I have to respect him for what he's done in BA. Apart from him, I don't think anybody is bigger than him.
Okay.
Promotion wise, the things that they do on social media, how they promote their songs, nothing. I've said this several times. Talent alone won't take us there. Smartness. So that is what Coco is doing, and I don't think apart from Coco, anybody is bigger.
So he's number 1. Yes. You are number 2. Who is number 3?
Number 3. There's this young chap, Imrana.
Yeah. Number 4.
Number 4. Who should I choose? I'll go for Chrissy Kwan.
Chrissy Kwan, number 5.
Number 5. Let me go for
Cafe Doma. Okay. Alright, so these are the top 5 artists according to you. Now, finally, I asked most people this question. Are you happy?
I'm very happy. Very, very happy.
What makes you happy?
Because I've not given up on music. I've not reached where I want to be. But I've not given up. And we've put in place strategies to make sure we get there. I said something that I don't want to be the star that writing school one small corner. I want to write in open ways. And it takes a lot of decisions, smart choices.
Insightful conversation. It was nice talking to you, Felix, and we wish you well. Alright. This live at Mandy's Pizza and More, located opposite United Technical University. Come to Mandy's Pizza and More for your pastries, your pizza, your milkshakes, and more. My shirt was provided by Wear Shades Boutique, located right here in Tsunami. Thank you, and this has been The Come Up with Ike Point.
Celebrate the soldier cabe who's many as here to wedding cup pastries. My nigga this square say you better live life and you never trust these ladies. And then Maria you kwa your better na meti huna minti minka. She killing my vibe and I really wanna go but something keep pulling me back. Make a sunny one and open away and tin me to me hopeful. Cause I've been through a lot in my life and I know that it's real. Yeah, just before you broke a love, you promised to shut the door to all the boys. Just because you want to shop, that's why you broke my heart today. de me ho akosa imere kwa wan fa nchami o wa fa me se wa ne ye mebufu no me ka wo bedwanti na beche mitiba ko bi me wuda tibi ka cha me se de ka ni dani ntimi ne akoma de a me nyansi fam wakoto iPhone mani di yoko gari pe na ne bo shishi ne ntinu me nyansi sem masa sana wada shishi ti se mo ko na matu me funa se